So nowadays we are facing the great problem, that is what we are getting a more and more confusion whenever we are taking a decision, whenever we are going for the relationship or whatever in the sense, whether it is a major things or the small things, whatever it could be. But we are taking the wrong decision. Why we are getting more confusion on decision making? At the same time we are getting a more confusion even our life. So that is how it's happening actually. Whenever we are seeing that the lot of people, we are getting more confusion to select the people. We are getting the more confusion to have the relationship for what we can put, what we can get, like that. So why are we getting the more confusion? What is the reason behind that? And how to overcome those all the confusion and take the right way at the right path? How can we do that? In the sense, psychologically we can easily say that when we are getting a more confusion, like where the confusion it is getting from, in the sense, the name of fear, it is giving you the confusion. Whenever you are getting the more confusion, you can easily find yourself, you can easily address yourself that you have a lot of fear to face particular thing in the particular life. That is how. So when we having the lot of fear, when we are unable to face this life or particular things in our life, we are getting more confusion. It seems like we are having the lot of destination. It seems like we are having the lot of targets. It seems sometimes it could be like we are taskless. We are going randomly, like that. It seems these are all the things. It's because of mind is eliminating us because of we have a fear. That is how. So when we are trying to overcome the fear, in the sense, we can easily overcome our confusion in our life. So how to overcome the fear in my mind? That is a question over here that we have arrived from. Those are all the rooters. So how can we do it? How can we overcome the fear, in the sense? The fear, it's coming from when we are imagining ourselves quite low, when we are seeing those are all the problem, it's quite big. That is how. So it could be the two ways. The first way, when we are not understanding the problem fully, when we are not understanding the problems completely, in the sense, we are having the fear because our mind, with a lack of knowledge, with a lack of awareness about that problem, our mind, like the calculating that problem is a big thing. That is how. It's a terrible thing. Some kind of the terrible things will going to happen. That is how the mind consider, the first way. The second way, how we are getting a confusion, how we are getting the fear with that some problem, in the sense, when we understand fully, when we understood the full concept of that problem, still we are imagining ourselves with a low self-esteem. We are imagining ourselves, we are quite not fine. We are not fit to complete that problem, to fulfill that problem, should sort out those problems. That is what. Whenever we feel that our estimation is quite low, whatever the estimation we have about us, that is quite low when we are comparing with a problem, in the sense, we feel ourselves guilt, we feel ourselves fear. To unable to face those are all the problems in particular life or in a particular standard or in the particular situation, it will make us more and more confusion. It will be the reason for the confusion. That is, it could be like that. That is what the psychological reason that we can calculate. So how can we overcome, in the sense, by analyzing these are all the things, we can easily conclude that. First we need to understand the problems completely. At the same time, we need to also understand our own self completely. Whenever we are not aware about ourselves, like when we are getting a panic, in the sense, like when we are getting the panic, so we are not considering ourselves as a big man. We are not considering ourselves whatever the right has been done by us. That is how. We are just considering ourselves we are the wrong person. We are just considering ourselves we never done the great things. That is how we are considering. So by neglecting those are all the things we need to consider, we need to understand ourselves completely. Whatever the wrong things happened by me and whatever the right things has been happened in me. That is how. So when we are understanding the problem from the top to bottom, we should also understand ourselves. by not only by means of what we have done wrongly, also it should be like understood by whatever the right things have been done by our own self. That is most important thing. When we are understanding these are all the things, we can easily get quite courageous to face those are all the problems. When we feel ourselves we are more enough to face the problem, we are more enough to give a right solution to the right time to that right problem with the right direction, in the sense we can easily feel quite courage, and our confusion in our mind, we can easily sense the confusion is going out from our mind. That is how. So you can easily try that by considering yourself, whatever the right things have been done by yourself, and it could be like whatever the wrong things have been done by yourself. You can consider with the both of things. You can easily get a courage, have a courage, and go for a better options to face the problem. That is how. You can easily do it by the psychological way. That is what. If you need any kind of the counseling regarding these are all the problems, regarding you have a lot of confusion in your life sector, in the most walks of your life, if you are having lot of confusion in the sense you are unable to face the problem with your own self alone, in the sense you can easily come for a counseling. We have our online counseling sections. So this is our WhatsApp number. You can contact us if you are willing to go for a psychological counseling to get a professional help, at the same time professional training to cope up with your problem, in the sense this is what is our number. That's all. So thank you so much. Your Rajkumar Pandiyan from the Human Expert Tamil YouTube channel. That is what. Bye.